Maybe you got family, maybe it's your friends, maybe it's your job. But sometimes you can't help but feel like things are just hopeless. You got no control over what's going on, what has happened, and what's going to happen. I suppose what's most important to know right off the bat is it's okay. It's okay to feel that fear, the fear that comes from not knowing what the hell is going to happen. That fear of uncertainty, unpredictability. I got 3 or 4 really good friends, and 2 of them right now are quite literally killing themselves. I'm not going to divulge their business, whether it be physically, spiritually, mentally, whatever. They are losing the battle, and I am watching it happen. It's a very similar battle that I was facing not too long ago. But fortunately, I am out of that now, and having to watch them go through it. And I guess the most ironic and shitty part of it is, now that I've gone through it, I know that there was nothing nobody could have done for me to make me go out of that. I had to want to change. And I imagine it's going to be a very similar thing for you and I's situations, no matter what they may be. We don't have any direct control other than what we can literally grasp and put our hands on and do something about. Maybe you have somebody in your life that doesn't give a shit about their health, and you suggest to them and you give them these ways of being healthy, but they just don't do it. Maybe you're doing everything you can at your job, but for some reason, the person you're working under doesn't see it. And they still treat you like shit, and you might get fired, but you've done everything you know that you can. That is what's so hard. Accepting that. Knowing that no matter what we do, we actually can't control much of anything other than what we are directly doing. We can't control their thoughts, their actions, their emotions. Even though we have their best interest at heart, our best interest is to help them. Doesn't make it any easier. Again, whether it's spiritually, emotionally, or physically, it's hard to watch somebody die in front of you. It's hard to not be able to do anything about it when you love them so dearly. But here's what we can do. We can keep setting an example. That is the best and truly only thing that you and I can do. We keep showing them how to live. Because if you're anything like me, you've tried telling them. And you also know that telling somebody to do something doesn't do shit. But we also know that actions speak louder than words. So whatever effect our words could have had, our actions will have 10 times more the effect. And if anything is going to work, it's going to be our actions. So we keep taking action, and most importantly, as I have found over the past couple months, continue to have faith. But you can only show that faith through the action. So luckily they work together, so you know if you're really doing it or not. You know if you really have faith. Again, I want you guys to remember that it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be a little mad. Having to watch our loved ones, our situations, do what they're gonna do and not really have any control. But there's also a way to improve this stuff. There's also a way to get yourself back to being grounded as quick as possible. Understand that inevitably, no matter what, we're gonna feel this way, but how quickly can we bring ourselves back? How much time are we going to waste steaming, yelling, crying, shedding blood, sweat, and tears over stuff we simply cannot control? That is the deciding factor. It's not the fact that you have these reactions and emotions, it's how much time and energy are you giving to them, is what I've learned. How quickly can we go from 100 back to 0? Back to where we're supposed to be. Back to where we can actually do something. Because that's what I've realized. Whether I'm freaking the fuck out, or whether I'm calm and tranquil and ready to respond to whatever is going to happen, the outcome is the same. So what am I going to do? Am I going to just keep pouring more energy when I could just be ready to respond? And I've come to find out, of course, hindsight, right? That when I'm calm, my responses to those same exact situations I could have been freaking out about get whatever needs to get done to the best of its ability. If I would have been freaking out, I would have missed details. If I would have freaking out, I would have only thought of myself in those situations. If I would have freaked out, I would have wasted more time, money, and energy. But instead, I waited. I took deep breaths. I prayed to God to show me His will, not my will. And the best possible outcome that I could influence, those parts that I could influence, I did. And now, my life is slowly but surely becoming better and better. Instead of spiraling down with the rest of the world that allows their emotions, their ego, and what they want to try to control these things. That doesn't mean I don't love my friends and family and what I do any less just because I'm not freaking out over it. It's because of that love that I have so deeply for the things in my life and the appreciation that I know they deserve the most respect I can give them and the best thoughts and the best energy and the best response. I hope you can take this with you. No, it is not freaking easy. I have been steadily working at this sort of mind shift for over a year and a half, and I am still terrible at it. But the good news is I know it's the right thing. And you know it's the right thing too. If you're hearing this, you know. You know reacting to stuff versus responding to stuff is not what we should be doing. You know it's selfish. We know it's selfish. But it gets better. It gets a lot better. And no matter what, those things are still going to happen, but I'm going to be the best version of myself for those people and the people around them. Because in these situations with my friends, it's not even necessarily them I'm so worried for. Those friends that I have, their families are like my families. That's who I'm thinking about. That's what helps me reel it in. That's what helps me respond for their family. Instead of freaking out at them and saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You don't care about them. How can you do this?" When their family asks me questions, I simply say, "Do what's best for you." Because no matter what the situation, when people want to self-destruct themselves, that's their business. Don't go down with them, is what I've learned. And don't bring myself down with them. So whether that's with work, whether that's with your health, whether that's with friends or family, it's not the easy road, but it's the road of selflessness. It's the road of what I believe God would have us do. And damn, is it a hard road? But again, start going down this path one step at a time, one day at a time. And you'll see. It's probably going to be one of the hardest things you've ever done at first, and it was for me. But not only does it get easier, it gets better. Everything gets better because we finally take our claws out of life. We finally stop pulling our hair out of life, from life. I'm probably going to start rambling if I keep going on, but it's okay. I'm in a beautiful scenery. Hopefully something from this you can take. Just remember, pray to God when you're confused. Don't think of yourself in these situations. Don't let yourself get taken down with them. You guys have a wonderful day. And if you never watched another one of my videos, a wonderful life.